show the world with all the courage of a conqueror. So take a deep breath and dare to believe it. I know you don't see it all, but I see you could be anything that you want. Up to the stars, raising the bar, giving it everything that you got. And if you fall down, yeah, you're gonna jump from the ground. Oh, I know you don't see it all, but I see you were rather mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock, mighty as a rock.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to you from the Europa Sports Complex here in Gibraltar. The Netball World Youth Cup 2025, New Zealand and Malaysia in this Pool A clash. My name's Andrew Tetley. I'm joined this evening by Kath Tetley. 2 matches each so far for these two teams. New Zealand with a victory over the Cook Islands and against Zambia due to their withdrawal from the tournament. For Malaysia, a win over Gibraltar and a competitive loss against the Cook Islands. So 1 win, 1 loss. This is a crucial match, Kath Tetley, coming up. What do you expect to see here this evening?
I think given the competition and where we're at, I think we're going to see a really excited New Zealand, actually. New Zealand are going to be bouncing around, absolutely ready to take on the tournament, facing their next match, and really getting themselves ready for what's going to be a really exciting 10 days for them. On the Malaysian side, exactly the same. Really looking forward to match play, and I know that they've been really keen to get out there. They're really fired up in warm-ups.
All right, take a look at how these two teams are going to line up right now. And the head coach for the New Zealand 21s is Julie Seymour, Tearoha Keenan, the assistant coach. This is how they'll start today. Amelia Walmsley, Ella Southby, Serena, Downa Kamakama, Kaya Kepper at centre, Josie Seymour at wing defence, Kanye Munro Nanoa at goal defence, Charlotte Manley at goalkeeper. For Malaysia at goal shooter will be Isasam and Ahmed Yani. Fawiza Fazi will be at goal attack. Haisha Abdul Qayyum at wing attack. Adalia Mustazel at centre. Fatan Ramad at wing defence. Akmar Suhaimi at goal defence. Nuriz Amiruddin at goalkeeper. Now umpires Moeth Games from St Vincent and Grenadines. Jessica Teng from Singapore. Have a look at the benches for each of those two teams. Laura Barmer, Tiana Day, Losa Fafita, Sarah Guinea, Kate Taylor for New Zealand. For Malaysia, Eileen Kong Inchi, Marza Chirizwana, Mod Razwaran, Elisa Norman, Effendi Pavitra, Sathi Sealand and Humara Shahan Rodin. So you see Malaysia coming onto court now, being introduced. Of course, the head coach for Malaysia, Amina Asari, assisted by Conley Chu. See Malaysia being introduced here as the run-outs continue. Kath, obviously Malaysia coming to this one as underdogs, but what would you like to see from them in the first quarter?
Look, I think they've already started with the energy, actually. So with a match like this, it is really about executing what coach asks. So for me, it's actually just really getting a read on, are they executing their plans? Do they actually follow through? And I'm sure that we're going to get a really nice read on that from the coaching bench, actually. So they seem like a very engaged group and certainly connected in well with their coaching staff. So that would be some really nice start in the first quarter for them.
Introductions continue here. See New Zealand heading out onto the court, and some nice and vocal New Zealand supporters here in the crowd, and maybe few in numbers, but they are certainly making up for it in volume. And getting very close to being ready to go, and everyone will come forward and shake hands. Final team huddles, and we will be underway. I mentioned our umpires, Moath Games from St Vincent and Grenadines, Jessica Teng from Singapore. Viewers who've seen any of the Pack Australia series will be familiar with Jessica Teng. Did a number of matches at that tournament earlier in the year.
Thank you for mentioning that. I like Jess. She's great.
We might speak to that a little bit later on, but here we are and we're underway, and Abdul Qayyum did well off the centre pass to pull that one in, and tries to go quickly and tried to go via Munro Nanoa and intercepted that one quickly. And you see the speed here initially of the New Zealand team, and that will certainly be something to watch. And thought Southby was going to line one up, but drops it off for Walmsley instead. Kath Walmsley has played some matches for the Silver Ferns, so she brings a lot of experience to this New Zealand attacking end.
Well, she's fabulous. 6 caps already. Debuted in 2023 for the Ferns. So Amelia is the real deal, and no surprises that the first real things that the shooting department want to do is just get connection with each other. So it's absolutely delightful to see the shooter-to-shooter passing already is solid. And there's Amelia finishing off really steady under the post, and it'll be no surprise to anyone her importance to the game tonight.
I mentioned experience and your senior experience in the Malaysian team. Akmal Suhaimi, who did that intercept a minute ago, she has 7 matches of senior experience. Ramad at wing defence has 9, and Ahmed Yani, the goal shooter who's about to go to post now and shoot beautifully, she has 11 senior experiences, and fist bump, the fist raise. Pretty happy with that. And
love it. Good connection with her goal attack and wing attack early, and that's exactly the kind of energy that we saw in the warm-up, right? So that's a great start from her.
Down a Kamakama. Good energy at wing attack for New Zealand, and keep a very close eye on her, but so far Malaysia don't mind what they're doing off the centre break, and it's across this attacking transverse line where things get very difficult, don't they, Kath, to penetrate that defensive structure of New Zealand?
I mean, New Zealand have been close on every centre pass so far. It's inches away. So I think it's just about that early organisation, and you can see the New Zealanders sort of, once they're sort of sitting into that second phase, you can see them talking to each other and figuring out, okay, well, we're really close on this, so we're gonna go for first phase and keep having a crack at that first ball that's being released, or we're gonna set ourselves up for a second phase attack here. So getting organised.
But Faweza Fani dropped down the second goal for New Zealand, and they answer quickly. They've doubled up, but that one goes through the hands of good backup on this occasion from Suhaimi. Didn't quite have enough on that pass to Southby, who she knew she'd done footwork there and acknowledged umpire Games. Yep, got me.
It was almost one of those favourite things, right? A goal attack, taking a sneaky intercept in the midcourt. One of my faves.
Well, we did speak about that in the previous match between Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. Every coach is always going to be well pleased with the wing attack and the goal attack doing their share of work in the middle third. Yanni this time. It's a little off target. And here come New Zealand again. Kepper comes back to the ball. Kaya Kepper. And that contact is going to go against Walmsley, and had a little practice shooting. I think she thought the penalty was going in her favour, but indeed it is going the other way. Held ball there against Akmal Suhaimi, and Diana Kamakama played on quickly, and a couple in a row for New Zealand. 5-2 in the early going, just right on 5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Pool A match. Oh, Amir Din had got to the front there, but not quite. Akmal Suhaimi just being asked to come a little bit closer, set the penalty correctly, and go Malaysia again.
So there's that iconic zone structure starting for the New Zealanders. So for those watching at home, let that first one go, let that first phase go, and then set themselves up with a really nice double box. So whilst that was very nice and a good structure, good on Malaysia. Saw their way through it and down the guts.
That's what we like to see, some going direct to the post. And Ahmed Yani again, she converted 6 goals to 3. Walmsley, left-hand shot, and it's a little bit of a bump for troubles after shooting. Doing well off the break is Abdul Qayyum, and she goes directly again to Yani under the basket.
Oh, that was, again, looking long, looking up and over the zone. Absolutely delightful. Great job by the Malaysian attacking side.
Kepper again, she's been busy for New Zealand at centre, and
that's such a nice connection. That shooter-to-shooter pass is absolutely delightful for the Kiwis.
I'm sure we'll have time in the evening to talk about what coaches love and perhaps what they don't love, and no doubt that's on the list. Nomad calling for someone to come forward for her, and Fazi.
That's a great drive too. Straight through.
Oh, I thought it could have been an obstruction there against Charlotte Manley, but put the hands up and says it wasn't me, and she'll take the throw in. And it goes back to Munro Nanoa, and a little 1-2 game between Manly and Munro Nanoa. Knocked out over the sideline, and it indeed will be Munro Nanoa to take it. And goes quickly to Southby. Walmsley, good look underneath. And quick ball to Ella Southby. She makes no mistake. 8 goals now for the New Zealand side. Make that 9. There's Walmsley for number 10. It's up and in. Back to the Malaysian centre. Looked mostly forward off their centre pass, and for the most part they've been successful with converting. There's Jaime over the top.
That was such a nice, sorry Andrew, that was just such a nice wall. They've really mixed it up there. They've forced at least, 5 or 6 passes laterally for Malaysia there. So New Zealand really popped across that line and just mixed things up very, very well. So here we are, they're still working it through and looking for that space to take it down court. So up and over, and let's see what happens from here.
There's a litany of penalties there. There was an offside against Akmal Suhaimi, and subsequently the ball went the other way very, very quickly, and Southby cashes in. Time is going to be called, and Dahlia Mustazel will go off at centre, and bring that change to you shortly. Great ball. Finds Southby cutting right to the post, and her and Amelia Walmsley enjoyed that. They'll celebrate for themselves. And did really, really well, did Faweza Fazi. She got up for that contest and in fact drew the penalty from Munro Nanoa. Yanni again. Get a redo on that one. Zana Ahmed Yanni. Right in front. Steps in and converts and does it nicely. Goal number 5 for Malaysia. Just the speed down court here for New Zealand, and Walmsley certainly got the shooting touch early on.
What's been really nice about the New Zealanders' control of their centre pass is what they're actually doing in what we call in netty terms in zero phase. So what's happening before the centre pass is actually taken, and the work that they are actually doing to prepare for their centre pass. Very nice, really well connected. Everyone knows what their job is. Here it is again. And there's the 1-2.
Mara Shaharuddin has come on at centre in that change for Malaysia, and New Zealand just pouring on the points here at the moment. Got a few gears that they can go through, and sort of feels like that's happening at the moment, but fair play to Malaysia. They're certainly not taking a backward step, and the skills are very good, and that was illustrated. They had an excellent victory over Gibraltar on Sunday, 59 goals to 28. I mentioned they had a defeat against the Cook Islands, 66-44, but certainly getting the volume up. So obviously attempts to post, Kath, is what you're looking for ultimately, isn't it? But at the moment, just getting a little bogged down through that attacking transverse line. Yeah,
I just think they're really missing their centre at the moment. She's off screen, she's not very well, so she's being looked after, but I just feel like they've lost a little bit of punch and that connection through. So the person that was offering into those direct to post for the shots and up and over the zone, they've had to make a bit of a change here, so it's just taking a little while for them to, I think, settle in with their new attacking line. So that is a shame for them. So that's them. They're looking high and up and over, but unfortunately on that occasion, over a third.
Some real concerns over there for Adalia Mustazel. So got emergency care people working with her, so I hope that all's well there. Didn't see anything noticeable during gameplay, so maybe she's taken a knock. We'll report back on that when we can, but she appears to be done for this game.
And she's in good hands now.
Play on though. Fazi goes back to Kaum, and well played around the circle here, and Ahmed Yani lines up another, and it's another beautiful shot.
Absolutely beautiful. She's done a few swishes here tonight, and that's not easy. That New Zealand defence is moving around a lot. There's some serious boxing out going on, and then really giving the over the shot defender the chance to really get up in the grill. So well done.
Kaum again, but Charlotte Manley this time. She read that best, and but equally, Suhaimi read that as equally as well, and won that ball back for Malaysia, and timed her run to that ball very nicely indeed. And just got to try and get a little bit closer to circle edge here for that feed, Kath, isn't it? Like, It's always where you want your feet, is right on that circle edge.
And it's really challenging, right? Like that is, look at that box defense. They're really attacking the space, and so it really means that that's the pressure pass you're looking for.
Yeah. I mentioned it in the previous game. It puts additional pressure on that last pass, doesn't it? It has to be absolutely precise and almost centimetre perfect. So there's a very, very small margin for error there.
Yeah, look, if you're looking to go up and over it, it has to be precision. If you want to hit a body, come off the side, that's a bit different. So if you're attacking the front of that box, then that's your middies having a go at that. But at the moment, it's just, it's really well set up, and it is making it a goal shooter pass, more so than top of circle.
It's 20 for New Zealand as we approach quarter time. And here's another opportunity for Ahmed Yani, and like a swish. Get right near the, see how New Zealand try to play this. They're going to hold that up before that will be quarter time for us. 15 minutes down in this Pool A matchup between New Zealand and Malaysia. 20 New Zealand, Malaysia 7. It's been enthralling at moments, battle so far. We're going to take a quick break here, both on Netball Pass and YouTube, and we'll be back with the second quarter very, very soon. We'll catch you then. All right, welcome back here for this Pool A matchup between New Zealand and Malaysia. quarter time break almost complete. 20 goals to 7 for New Zealand over Malaysia in that first quarter. Got a raft of changes. Shaharuddin and Abdul Kaim have switched from centre and wing attack. Some changes also for New Zealand. Kepper's gone out to wing attack. She swapped with Downa Kamakama at centre. Sarah Guinea on at goal attack. That's all we can see so far, and we'll monitor that as we progress through this second quarter towards the major break. Coach Kath Tetley, you are indeed a coach, coach of the Scottish Thistles. Talk us through what brings you here to Gibraltar first of all, and what message you might have given in that quarter time break to either team.
Well, the reason I'm here is obviously supporting Scotland, and second role as the performance director. It's a real privilege to have the opportunity to be here and be part of the journey for the 21s, as they may do it. So my job is to be supportive of the team, be here for the coaches, and when I am allowed to be a little bit down amongst the crowd, I'll be as rowdy with a tire. So it's actually really a cool opportunity. I've not seen a World Youth, so it's a opportunity to be with the team. So that's fun. What would I have said at the break? Certainly for Malaysia, there is lots of good things happening for them. So when they are actually taking the time to look up and over, attack through, they're actually doing a really lovely job. Even is really good. So, they're trying to get in and on body and be seen. So good on them for really making sure that they get on body, find some space, and things will keep happening for them.
We'll delve into a few of those roles maybe a little later, and Walmsley lines another one up here for New Zealand, and she makes no mistake. Goal number 23 for them. So first three of this quarter. We'll keep a little eye on the running tally for New Zealand. They're approaching a milestone for total goals.
Well, in fact, Andrew, 22. I missed it. I
Right.
missed it. 22 was the magic number, giving them 5,000 goals in Netball World Youth Cup. So well done to New Zealand. My bad for not giving it a bit of a shout out at 22. So as we Australians like to say, 22, and pretty special number for them. So well done.
And just as in the last match that we were covering, special shout out to, well, I was going to say the one and only, but he most certainly is one of a kind, and that is Todd Miller, putting together all those statistics and fun facts for netball over many, many years, and continues to do so. And every now and then we talk about the best in the business and who the GOAT is, but there's absolutely no denying that in netball, Todd Miller is the GOAT.
Life member, Netball New Zealand life member in Netball South Australia. He's the guy. He's the guy. Great. Thank you, Todd.
In the meantime, Zaman Ahmed Yani drops one in from what would certainly be 2-point range in a variety of competitions around the world. And I thought Akmal Suhaimi had timed her run to that ball perfectly, but not quite, says Moeth Gaines. St Vincent and Grenadines. And of course, if you're wondering about those black armbands that you can see, particularly the officials wearing, and a number of the players as well, the technical officials, incredibly sadly, passed away in the last 24, 48 hours, and so marks of respect in many instances across the netball community. And of course, our thoughts well and truly with family and friends. Obstruction is going to go against Kaim Walmsley. Almost a little off the back foot on that occasion. Number 26.
Kepper just slicing through that centre pass. There's ball speed there. Someone set a clock to that. That was very fast, very quick. Releasing on the one, just really, really great timing from the New Zealanders and just finding each other. Seeing it, giving it.
Been very impressed with Kepper and reliably informed. Kaya Kepper, her 21st birthday took place while she was in the air, travelling here to Gibraltar with all of her teammates. So happy 21 to Kaya. And sure there'll be plenty to celebrate whilst here in Gibraltar.
And Kaya's got a big year coming next year too. Contract with Magic. So congratulations to her. She's clearly playing some pretty special netball, and Magic have decided to snap her up.
Loose pass there. Serena down a Kamakama. A little bit angry on herself, and I'm sure it won't take too long. She'll win some ball back, and I think Guinea put her hands out like I didn't touch that, but in fact she did, and Walmsley's trying to actually buy some possession there, and don't much like the way she flicked that ball away, but was allowed to play on. And here come Malaysia again. There's this black wall across mid-court that's proving hard to penetrate. Fauzi held ball. Says Jessica Teng of Singapore, and here come this awesome New Zealand machine again, and that asked a lot of Walmsley, that did, and it sails over the baseline. So just telling her teammates just to settle down a little bit, and it's Guinea that this time wins it back for her team. And we'll see if
Guinea's defensive rate is just outstanding. I mean, rate that as a coach. Just absolutely putting in on every centre pass. She forced the long ball before. She's created that opportunity and just snapped up a clean intercept there. So nice work.
Special shout out to all the goal attacks out there who play defence. Just going to have a timeout here as New Zealand look to make a change. It'll be Munro Nanoa that goes off, and I think that's Laura Barmer that has come on. In fact, it is. And a quick one converted. It's time from Sarah Guinea, and finding things a little tougher here in this second quarter, Malaysia. Like footwork there against Shaharuddin, but play on we do. There's Fauzi again. Just that movement has just slowed down a little bit, Catherine, hasn't it? It was sort of good short, sharp movement to the open space that Malaysia were utilising in the first quarter, and Yanni one too many pump fakes that time and looks a little bit despondent with herself, and just need to stick with it here, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But I also note that the big fan, by the way, of what's happening at the back with Manly. I mean, she is just working the space, and with Barmer there, I mean, that was just a really good hedge. You know, trying to feed in and around that, just mixed it up a little bit, and the footwork that's going on inside the New Zealand circle, that's rough. That's rough to feed around, right? Like, you're trying to find the space, the bodies are on you, they're hedging off, and then they're coming through with a tip. So again, look at that the speed that's going on, the arms from Barmer coming into the game is pretty special. So that's a lovely opening couple of minutes from her. That's exactly what you're asking from an athlete. You say, please get into the game and make a couple of easy marks. Boom, there it is.
Suhaimi just pulled out of that contest at the very last minute, and we'll see some changes here. It's not going to be Ramad that will go off at wing defence.
And that wall again.
It's like Elisa Norman Fendi that's come on for Malaysia at wing defence. So, instant impact. I thought she got up and under Kepper then, but not quite. Here's Guinea again, medium range. She's been impressive, Catherine, in her short time out here on court.
Quite frankly, what can't she do? I mean, this is really that was my fault. I'm really sorry, Guinea. That was my bad. There it is.
Commentators mock in effect early.
But there she is playing defence. She's already trying to remedy the mistake. So, yeah, look, I'm really impressed by both goal attacks, actually. But, Guinea's really come in and just said, okay, here we go. I want to play deep into the week here, coach. So, Julie Seymour, pay attention to me. Really nice work defensively and in attack and shots.
Put your coaching hat back on here. I know there's no easy answer to this, but what is the most effective way to break that zone, that defensive zone that New Zealand use so often and use so effectively? If you're the opposition, what's the easy way, or what's a way you would utilise to break it down?
So there's a couple of different theories to it, and if I had a magic whiteboard, that would be fun. I could do lots of circles, but there's around, and there's effectively breaking the wall. So what you want to be doing is making sure that you attack it so that it splits. So what you've got to do is a mountain of work, right? You've got to really make sure that you recognise it early. And as a wing attack and goal attack pairing, what are you going to do together? To break down that wall? Are you going to go around it? Are you going to come up and through it? The other option, of course, is if it's just being really effective over and over again, what other tools do you have in your toolkit? Do you go a little backdoor or whatever, overload, whatever version you want to call of it? So i.e., are you bringing your wing defence and your goal defence into the game a little bit? So, but at the moment, with Guinea at goal attack, I might be nervous about coming out for a centre pass if I was the goal defence. So it's a problem. These Silver Ferns are doing their job well, which is creating challenges all over the court. So full credit to them.
So another one down, and 37 plays 11 here as we approach the 2-minute mark, remaining till the long break. Came again. Shahrudin.
Just full credit here. The attacking circle, I know they just lost the ball, but they are not taking a backward step, the shooting department for Malaysia. They are on the bodies, they're trying to create, and full credit to them, they're absolutely giving it everything in there. So let's see if they apply that again here.
Well, going to get another chance to witness that. Walmsley was called for footwork and gets a little warning on the run too, does she, from Moeth Games. May have been for the stamping of the feet there on the floor while she was defending that one.
Great look up and over there. Really well done. And there again, no backward step, just into it, looking for the contact.
Fariza Fazi picks herself up, dusts herself off. shoots. Oh, I was going to say went probably halfway down. She'll give it up for Yanni, and well, that one's a little short. And just getting a little down on herself is Zamrin Ahmad Yanni. She came out firing and just momentarily lost the radar. I'm sure she'll get it back as we go under 30 seconds remaining in this second quarter. It's been one that's been dominated by the New Zealand team. 39 goals now, so what, carry the one. 19 goals to 4 in this second quarter. Do they have time for another? They do not. So 39 plays 11. So 19 goals to 4 in that second quarter. Kath, that was all New Zealand in that second quarter, and probably a good moment now for Malaysia to take that long break.
Absolutely. Time to regroup, have a chat. Not a lot going wrong, right? But it's just the execution and the finesse on things. So full credit to them. They are still giving this an absolute belter. So great job.
All right, we've still got 30 minutes of action to go here in this Pool A match from Gibraltar. Make sure you join us for the second half. We'll be back shortly. You can catch us then. And welcome back here to the Europa Indoor Stadium. Second half about to get underway between New Zealand and Malaysia. Dominant second quarter for New Zealand. Saw them extend their lead. Looking very comfortable, and looks to be some changes being made at the half-time break, and we'll see how they attack this second half. Of course, Malaysia just huddling up down on the far end, just out of shot. Trying to restore a little bit of energy into their game. And Kath Tetley, what would the message have been at half-time, particularly if you were the Malaysian coach?
Well, it looks like they've come out and they're actually having a bit of a regroup for themselves. They're laughing, they're ready, they're trying to get themselves, their feet working. They know that this is a battle. You know, this is really tough, but they need to stay in it, do themselves really proud, and stick to the game plan as well as they can, given how tough the New Zealanders are making it for them. So I'd love to see them go back to almost what they had at the first start of the first quarter. They really did bring lots of movement, change of direction, really trying to get in and away from the Kiwi defence. So let's see what they bring here. Again, they're first out. They're ready to go. I love this. I just love their attitude, and I love what they are bringing. So bring it on.
Okay, I mentioned a number of changes, and I'll bring them to you as we move through this third quarter. It's like Eileen Konginchi has come on. She's on at goal attack for Malaysia. Mohamed on at wing attack. Change there for Malaysia for the New Zealand team. Take a look down the court, and you can see that's Katie Taylor at goal shooter. Kaya Kepper remains in the game there at wing attack, and looks like some changes. Tiana Day at centre. Laura Obama stays on at goal defence, and looks like Lossa Fafita has come on at goalkeeper. Kath, a little bit about Lossa Fafita.
Yeah, pretty special player. Her footwork and her ability to just close on the ball is fun to watch. So I'm really glad they brought her in here for us netball fans to watch tonight. She is a plucky customer. She really has a crack. So again, just getting herself worked up and ready for the game here, and absolutely light as a feather on her feet. So good fun. That said, I know I was giving a huge rap to Manly before, so please pass on my thanks to Manly. She was pretty cool to watch as well. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Fafita will do here, and I think she offers. See, again, that's just her just hunting, looking for ball outside circles. So love a bit of hedge here. Here she is on the move. So yeah, just on the hustle and gets the turnover. So love that. Good job.
You can see also Kanye Munro Nanoa back on at wing defence, switches Josie Seymour to the bench. Take it up with their mother later, perhaps, Kath. The first mother-daughter combination. Of course, mum coaching. Julie Seymour, she was the assistant coach under Kitty Wills when the last Netball World Youth Cup was played in 2017. Of course, New Zealand are the defending champions in the Netball World Youth Cup. Tough conversation over dinner later, perhaps, mother and daughter?
I am told on good authority that it is a very, very good coach-player relationship. So don't you dare start any of that rubbish. No, just I mean, Julie Seymour just, mentioning her just sends shudders up my spine, because what an incredible athlete she was with her test caps for Silver Fern. So the fact that she is now here moving from assistant coach to head coach, pretty special.
Okay, so there'll be no dramas at the dinner table by the sounds of that. So anyway, back to the netball. And takes a shot to post, and it goes up and in, and gets the congratulations from her shooting partner Ahmed Yani. And here they come again, a little bit quicker off the break this time. And as we mentioned, Kath, it's the way to break down this defence. But if you're going to go through, then you better go through quickly. And here comes Yani from in front again, and that's another beautiful shot. And
she's back.
She's back.
Love that.
Found the range again. 14, of course. So 3 goals already here in the opening exchanges of this third quarter, and Katie Taylor takes one from left baseline, and it goes up and in. So very quick strike back from New Zealand. Karim just was looking for help, and it came from Akmal Suhaimi, and they come again, sort of stuck on this transverse line. And
that's great up and through though. Looking down, there it is, circle edge, and now can they finish off?
Eileen Kongin, she was open under the post. She just sort of skirted baseline almost unannounced, and she'll step into one here, 45-degree angle, and another beautiful shot from her, and well worth celebrating. Only 4 goals in that second quarter, and 4 goals already here in the opening 5 minutes or so of quarter number 3. And Taylor a little strong on that one, but got her own rebound. No damage done. Here come Malaysia again. Eileen Kong-Inchi has been busy since her introduction at goal attack. And, surely that's a contact against Munro Nanoa. A little hook on the arm, and Moeth Gaines was all over it. Just could not find an option. Could Kaim, and 3 seconds is the call. I was about to say Sarah Guinea's going to fire that one up from the right baseline, but lays it off instead. And footwork call this time against Sarah Guinea. So here come Malaysia with an opportunity for one off the New Zealand centre pass, and every coach's best friend, Kath, a bounce pass.
Have you been at my training sessions?
Well, I suppose there's a time and a place for them.
There is a time and a place, but
it's just very rarely a time or a place. But you still seem to see them utilised. Free pass here, New Zealand, and Kepper. The speed of Kepper is something to watch.
I'm actually loving Kepper and Day together. The zero phase work with Kepper, because obviously wing attack, their job, calling the centre pass, making sure that they're organised with a plan, and Kepper and Day are just connecting so well. Often the 1-2, centre down into the pocket, and then it's really then allowing Guinness and Taylor to just finish off at home. So no need for too many of those shooter balls that was going on about in the first quarter. The middies are really working it down onto circle edge. Full credit. Oop, there's a pop out just to prove me wrong, but there's circle edge.
Kepper again. Well, Taylor has a couple of grabs at that, but contact will first come against Suhaimi. Of course, I mentioned international experience for her. She 7 full caps for Malaysia. Might have just got a little elbow to the head there. Hope that she's okay. It's Kong In-chi again. Nicely read there, Laura Barmer. And runs her own deflection down.
Barmer's arms. Can't not love what is going on there. That is special. She is just running those down, and then those arms are just making a menace.
It's fine to have all the physical aspects, isn't it? But you still have to have the timing, and her timing was absolutely cherry right then. Here's Sarah Guinea, and wasn't too keen on chasing a rebound, and Malaysia come away with it. So see if they can move the ball down court a little more successfully here, and nothing coming down court, and that often creates that long looping pass out of defence, and that's just easily picked off. And another conversion for New Zealand, and gone beyond the half century. They're at 52. Malaysia 15.
I'm so sorry. I'm so back and distracted at Cherry Ripe. I'm just really hoping that our New Zealand mates are well versed in the Cherry Ripe, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think you're going to get some concerned feedback from listeners. So
some potential backlash.
Yes.
Either that, or I'm sure any genuine fan of chocolate will know exactly what I meant. I digress, and here come New Zealand again, and umpire Jessica Ting. Just might have been a few little extra words there just for Amir Din, just to watch the contact and just adjust accordingly. And
I don't want umpire Jessica Ting to take the spark out of her. I think she's just all heart down there at the moment. Just not trying to take a backward step. And that is, honestly, that is what a World Cup is all about, right? Just do not give up at any point. That's what the fans are here for.
Obstruction there against Munro Nanoa, and a bit of a quizzical look on her face, but clearly put the arms out and just blocked the run. Back again, and that one will be a held ball again. So Abdul Qaim this time, and a little bit of a disappointed look on her face, but just didn't have options there. And 3 seconds is the call. I thought Haimi was going to challenge for that one, but held back. Another shot going up and in for Sarah Guinea, and got a change coming in. It'll be Kaya Kepper that gets a well-earned break. She's been fantastic. Ella Southby has come back on, this time at wing attack. So started at goal attack, back on at wing attack for Southby. And change there also for Malaysia. And
just really, really tough. Look at that. Almost chevron set up from the New Zealanders. So much pressure. Just looking for that little pop-up ball. Great job. Great job by New Zealand. They just know how to apply that. Waiting for the pop. Ball just too high from Malaysia and not able to make their way through that zone. That's pretty special.
Humara Shaharuddin back on at centre. Of course, we saw her at wing attack a little earlier. On at centre now is, that was a stepping, 100% it was, by Losa Fafita, and I'm glad Moath Games didn't miss it and certainly didn't let me down.
Get down there with the whistle.
Oh, that was a great call. He's done an excellent job out there tonight. And here is Ahmed Yani. Long shot in front. Oh, good rebound. Eileen Konginchi and converts. 16 now for Malaysia, and margin is 40. 28 was the margin at halftime, so that's 17 goals to 5, so make that 18 goals to 5 in this quarter. So increase the output a little bit. Under 2 minutes remaining. Oh, that one slipped through the fingers of Modriswaran. Might get another chance to grab it back, and she is first to it, and she did really well. Good closing speed. And just wanted that ball a little bit more, and she got it, and then good ball over the top from Shaharuddin. But sorry, Kath, I cut you off there. You were going to add?
I'm just praising Fafita and Barmer there, just really putting a tight pressure on that shooting circle, and within seconds, precision passing, down court, and Taylor finishes off.
I have to say that Mossa Fafita is probably smaller than your average goalkeeper, isn't she? Like in terms of height, but it goes to show, doesn't it, what really good footwork can do.
Look, I was going to say, it's all heart, not height. But, in her case, you can just see here that the combination of her and Barmer together, they're on, they're off, they're working the space, they're making it incredibly difficult for the feeders to identify what is going to be the right placement. And that is just a footwork masterclass down there. So yes, it's not all about being huge and tall. It's also about just that constant read, what's the space and what is she going to attack, and that's pretty special.
Oh, I was going to say beautiful ball in, but just a fraction late. And it will indeed bring us to the 3/4 time mark. So 3 quarters down, 1 to go. New Zealand 59 lead Malaysia 16. We look forward to you staying with us through this 4th quarter. This Pool A matchup here from the Netball World Youth Cup in Gibraltar 2025. We'll see you on the other side of this break for that. Fourth quarter action back underway here between New Zealand and Malaysia. 59 goals to 16, 20 goals to 5 in that fourth quarter for the Silver, I almost said the Silver Ferns, for New Zealand. I know how that agitates the senior sides. New Zealand and four-time winners, of course, of this competition, and mentioned the 2021 tournament was lost due to COVID, so 2017 was the last time this tournament was held, and New Zealand, the defending champions. Catherine Tetley joining me again in commentary. Any fun facts on New Zealand and their World Cup successes?
Well, of course I can't take any credit because they are thanks to the great maestro Todd Miller, but I am going to selfishly take this fun fact because I do love the great GOAT, Laura Langman. And Laura Langman, interestingly, is the only player to have captained her country at a Netball World Youth Cup, but also to gold at a Netball World Cup. So the great Laws, Langers, Long Socks, whichever one you want to go, or just simply the GOAT. I'm a fan. I don't know anyone that's not. So that means that she took a title as captain in 2005, and then in the senior team in 2019. I mean, if you're not impressed by that, well, I think there's just not enough netty nerd inside you. So shout out to the great LL. I have no doubt she'd be watching.
Of course, very early in the morning up in New Zealand, so if you have got up to tune in, I'm very glad that you have. You'll certainly be enjoying your cornflakes or wheat bix or whatever that might be.
Speaking of wheat bix, Day has gone from centre to goal attack. I mean, that's just impressive. It's just impressive. I mean, I really liked the combination with her at centre before with both wing attacks. And now she's running the circle. I mean, that's just skill. It's just too talented, right? Is there just a point where people are just too good at the game? So, nice job. Let's see what she creates here in defence.
Okay.
And there it is. Pressure on. Well done. Will she finish off?
A couple of changes there that we obviously haven't quite spoken about as yet, and Day is one of them. Looks like Serena Downer Kamakama has come back on at centre. Some of those changes just coming through from the official bench, and obviously called out the ones that we can see. Seymour back on at wing defence as well.
Please don't make any jokes about having said something to mum at halftime.
Fafita has moved out to goal defence, and it's like a straight swap between her and Laura Barmer. So, okay, as we see a little advancement there against New Zealand, and it may have been Southby who might have earned the wrath there of the umpire. Did you see what it was for, Kath?
Yeah, that was repeated. So she'd made the same mistake earlier, and the umpires are just looking for that adjustment. So that is the next step in the process for the umpires.
Start to look forward to what happens next. Now, New Zealand will play Gibraltar tomorrow. So certainly well and truly favourites to finish top of Group A. Malaysia will have the day off before the classification rounds start on Thursday. And just looking ahead, Kath, to those quarterfinal, the potential quarterfinal matchups. Obviously, still some matches to decide final placings, but looks like New Zealand may well draw Malawi in the quarterfinals, and that'll be a different style that they'll face there.
I think for now it's just really about the consolidation of what are all of the combinations that Julie and the coaching staff have got available to them, and then looking deeper into the week against Malawi. I mean, they've been part of some really thrilling, tight games this week. So, they will be up and about, as in Malawi. So, again, a little bit like what Malaysia has done here. They have not taken any backward steps here. I mean, we've played a lot of netball. We've got 52-ish minutes under our belt. It is really impressive that they are just pushing on and on body. That is a take under pressure, and there is. I just think this is really cool. So, for Malawi, I think in preparing for that, this has been really good for them. Well done.
I was going to say the endeavour by Aisha Abdul Kaim, she, like you said, she had the great take under extreme pressure there, and unfortunately though just didn't get that shot to post. And quick goal for New Zealand, just that speed. It's one of those, you can't teach speed, and just the way the ball just goes down the court at such a rate, and Malaysia just finding it a little hard to apply the brakes here at the moment. That one was out of Indy's hand, and Diana Kamakama at centre here now. Of course, we saw her wing attack a little earlier, and I guess versatility. You mentioned in particular Tiana Day, but versatility is the key, isn't it, to go deep into these competitions?
Yeah, it's a long week, and being able to make sure that you've got, what's your 2-person cover, what's your 3-person cover in absolutely every position, because you just don't know what's around the corner. So for New Zealand, I just think this has been a really great way for them to show their coach, I've got you. I can do a couple of different things here, and it means that she can really ring changes.
Does it work into the favour of New Zealand to have not had to play that extra pool game that they might have had to play against Zambia? Does it work in their favour to have that extra game off?
Oh, look, to be honest, that's what these kind of tournaments are about, right? Can you handle change? That's actually what the tournament's about. Can you handle if things go wrong, or the bus doesn't turn up, or there's a fire drill, or that's what it's about. So what's the downside is, maybe the 60 minutes, but you can go and prepare. You can go and do other things with that time. But the other opportunity is to, be out on court now and be nice and fresh. So look, I think it's swings and roundabouts, if I'm allowed to sort of sit on the fence on that one. I think it's...
You really did, didn't you?
I
yes.
really did.
Yes,
I really did. I think it's because, at the end of the day, the competition is really just about what you can do with the minutes you've got. And I think for every single player out there tonight, they've taken the minutes that they've received and done something with it.
So a little bit surprised to see Amelia Walmsley come back on here, but back on at goal attack, but it's probably a little bit about what you're talking about, isn't it? It's combinations.
Absolutely. Combination role, right? Like, let's see what we need to see. Are we getting all of those combinations ready as a just in case, so that the coaching staff know that they can react and do what they need to against whatever opposition is coming, whether that be tomorrow or deeper into the week. Love that. Look at that energy. Look at the way they're connected with the... Malaysia, I'm a fan.
I don't want to speculate, but it may have been getting to 20 goals for Malaysia. I think there might have been a little mini milestone that they were aiming at.
I don't mind what it was, but that is special. Love that.
And also suggests they're going to well and truly keep New Zealand under 100. So, look, that may have been, some of the things that they had in mind. And certainly lost no supporters here today, Malaysia. They've been really, really good in patches, and you know, we speak about it so often at tournaments like this. There's plenty of learnings that you take from, you know, matches, you know, where you may be, you know, overmatched and eventually, you know, come up short, but you still certainly take plenty of learnings from these matches, don't you?
The phrase that springs to mind: test against the best, right? So that is what you do. And look, if that's why they are excited, because they've achieved X number of goals or they're restricting, all power to them, because that's how you test against the best. What are we going to do every 15 minutes? And I really meant what I said before. You can actually see the players connecting back in with the bench and the coaching staff after everything that they've tried. Here they go, trying to cut through the zone. Again, the principles are there, and they know what they need to apply, but sometimes you just come up against the best, and that's a good zone.
Well, certainly coming up against one of the tournament favourites here tonight, Malaysia and New Zealand, and obviously the personnel changes significantly from one Netball World Youth Cup to the next, and even from the qualifying tournament to the actual tournament where people age out, which is Southby puts a foot offside there, does Ella Southby. Thought she was still at goal attack. But, yeah, like I was trying to say, the personnel changes, but New Zealand are still well and truly one of the tournament heavyweights, and it's going to take a very, very good side to beat them. And right on cue, Ella Southby proves that attackers can defend. Oh, Walmsley has 3 pump fakes. That's normally enough to draw a 3-second call, but we play on. Another one for her. Of course, I've mentioned Ella Southby a few times. She's the daughter of former Silver Ferns coach Janine Southby, who led the Ferns between 2015 and 2018. And she was also the head coach of the Netball World Youth Cup 2013 New Zealand gold medal winning team, which of course was in Glasgow. Now that means they're the 2-time defending champions, in fact, New Zealand. So quite a while since they have lost the World Cup game, and their Netball World Youth Cup record is remarkable, Kath.
I think this is why they come seriously. I mean, look, they're coming to play to win, but they have a fantastic record here. It's for them. Tonight is their 61st victory. They've only had 5 losses at all of the World Youth Cups that they have participated in. So there's 66 games and 61 wins. So they really do come to play. And a little bit like we were talking about before is it is really important that you know how to prep, play early wins, get the job done early in the week so that you are ready to be the best at the back end and the final days. So I really think that they're applying that head down, getting the job done tonight. There's Fafita. There she is. Love that. Closing speed. Thank you for proving me right. Love your work.
Of course, 8 Netball World Youth Cups. 4 times a victor. Finished 3rd twice. And finished runner-up twice. So, amazing record. May have to fact-check you on the amount of wins. I'm sure Todd will be calling to correct you. This is in fact win number 61 or 62, so we'll see about that.
Apologies, Todd. Apologies. That's what happens when you have a rookie like me in commentary.
Either way, this is going to be a convincing win for them tonight, and moments after the final whistle, we'll hear from Amelia Walmsley, their captain. That's a footwork call against Ramad. Southby again. Good ball to Walmsley. Just off the 1 foot, drops in another. Close attention from Romanoa. Plenty of things she's done out there that I've liked tonight as well. And could say that for most people on court at some point. Here is Yanni. Oh, tried to beat the siren, but that will see us. That 60 minutes is finished in this Group A match. New Zealand 80 have defeated Malaysia 20. They continue on their merry way in Group A. Look likely to finish on top of the group now to set up a quarter-final clash on Thursday. Kath, it's been a thrill having you with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well done to New Zealand. Well done to Malaysia. They were very gallant in defeat and plenty to take from this match. I'm going to throw it straight down to our on-court presence so we can hear from Amelia Walmsley, the New Zealand captain. Thank you on behalf of Kath and I. It's been a thrill bringing this one to you, and we'll see you for more netball tomorrow.
Amelia Walmsley, congratulations, amazing win. 4 times champions, this team. Does that legacy drive you forward? Are you aware of it?
Yeah, we definitely are aware of it. I think 3-time champions, like that's what we're going for, and yeah, it's definitely something that's never been done before. So that's that's what we're going for this.
I think in this event it's over 60 wins now, isn't it?
Yeah, well that sounds great to me. Yeah, nice.
I must say, Malaysia tonight, they did not give up.
No, they're an awesome team to play against. Actually super physical, which is something that caught us off guard. So yeah, credit to them. It's awesome to play against a country that we don't often get the opportunity to play against.
You are certainly one of the favourites. Are you confident?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'd like to think that we're one of the favourites. New Zealand is a really good team and have a really proud history. So yeah, it's awesome that we have some people on our side, and I guess that'll help at the end of the day.
And a big shout out for the team.
Pardon?
For your team, a big shout out to the girls.
Yeah, the girls are awesome. I love them all so much. I have so much faith and belief in this team. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for us to keep playing and showing what we're made of, and hopefully bring home that trophy.
Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
You're ready now, you gotta show the world with all the courage of a conqueror. So take a deep breath and dare to believe it. I know you don't see